How's it going, everyone? We are back with something a little bit different. We have we're gonna be naming all my favorite players from every MLB team. I got this idea from drafting Mark Fuzzy and all them. So they popularized the idea. Link will be in the description of their videos. And let's get started. Uh, with the Baltimore Orioles, it'll be Jose Iglesias. I loved this player when I was younger. He was a great shortstop defensively. Not great with the bat, but he'll occasionally give you a few good big hits. The runners up were Trey Mancini and Alex Cobb. Alex Cobb, because I actually saw him play and pitch in real life. He was had like a no hitter against the Pirates. Great, great pitcher. Kind of fell off a little bit. Anyway, on to the Red Sox now. JD Martinez, all he does is mash. He hits and he hits and he hits. He's a great hitter, one of the best in baseball, and seems like an even better person though. He's humble, not like me. The other ones were Rafael Devers. He's young, and Bogarts, because Bogarts is really underrated, especially in this game. He's dumb underrated. And for the Yankees, it'll be DJ LeMahieu. Gotta rep the LSU. My LSU boy. um, Run-ups were Garrett Cole, because I guess I kind of like him a little bit, and Aroldis Chapman, because he helped the Cubs win a World Series. And I guess get their own Glaber too. The Rays, it's obviously going to be Blake Snell. Follow him on Twitch at Classically Famous. He really got me into streaming again. I'm on Twitch again, will be in the description. Second one will probably be runners up were Austin Meadows. He seems like a cool dude. And Charlie Morton. The path this guy took is crazy. I know he was a part of those cheating Rays. Cheating Astros teams, but he's a pitcher. I'll give him a pass. Anyway, on to the Blue Jays. The player I like is Bo Bichette. He's a great player, and he's only going to get better. His dad was a great player also. Never really saw him play though. But he is a great player. I can see him potentially being a 30-30 guy. 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases, 300 average. The runners up were obviously Vlad Guerrero Jr. and because obviously everyone loves this dude, and Ken Giles. This dude punched himself in the face when he was with the Astros. Someone could meme that for being. Anyway, on to the White Sox. I'm going to go with Tim Anderson, and that picture just says it all. He's really fun to watch. He bat flips. He does. He had like the batting title last year, so he's an incredible hitter. Other ones were probably Eloy Jimenez, former Cub prospect, and Johan Moncada, because he plays similar positions to what I play. And he's a really good player. And yeah, on to the Indians now. I'm gonna go with Francisco Lindor. I know, surprise, surprise, Lindor. This guy is the best shortstop in the MLB, and this is coming from a Cubs fan, so. And we have Javier Baez, but I just think Lindor is better. Shane Bieber, this guy is nasty in real life. If you ever get to watch this dude, watch him. He has some of the nastiest stuff. And Jose Ramirez, because he's a beast. Oh, let's look at that chubby little face. I know you could say, like, look at mine, but yeah. Detroit Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. Probably because there's no other real good options on this team. I mean, I guess Scope. I mean, Scope's a decent second baseman. He's not incredible, but anyway, back to Miguel Cabrera. Future Hall of Famer, no doubt. Could probably be unanimous. I know Yankees fans won't like that claim because Jeter did not get unanimously, but Miguel Cabrera might be a better hitter. No doubt he was a better hitter. And I'm going to go with Whit Merrifield. Runners up were Salvador Perez and Jorge Soler. Jorge Soler is, of course, part of the Cubs team that won the World Series. Salvador Perez plays one of the toughest positions, was one of the best at that position. And I like Whit Merrifield because he's a utility guy, but he could excel at almost any part of the game except maybe power. And I'm going to surprise you. Sonic Forces, let's go. But I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to go with Nelson Cruz because we share the same name. And he mashes balls. He mashes baseballs. Runners up were Byron Buxton. Byron Buxton plays great defense. He's not just play good. He plays fantastic defense. And Mitch Garver. Same reason for Salvador Perez. Sorry about that. Anyway, next team, Angels. Gotta go with Mike Trout. Gotta go with Mike Trout. If you don't pick Mike Trout, I don't tell you. Next up is probably Anthony Rendon. Runners up were Anthony Rendon and actually Andrelton Simmons. Andrelton Simmons may be the only player to make the Hall of Fame without ever making an All-Star team. And before, like, he's not a Hall of Famer. He's probably one of the best shortstops ever. At least defensively. Defensively, he could be one of the best shortstops. I mean, he is just that good. Like, if you were to teach a kid how to play shortstop, you'd be like, watch Andrelton Simmons. A's, Matt Chapman. Best defensive third baseman in the MLB? Question mark. I know there's no one there now, that's why I say question mark. But this guy is a beast. He is a stud. Second guy is probably Matt Olson. This guy plays similar to Chapman. He plays great defense and he can hit. Those are two aspects of the game that you excel at, you can be in the show. And the third one's probably Roman Lorenzen. I butchered that name, but he had that one great throw. Fucking shot it out of a cannon. Great throw. And not really much to say here. I mean, Mitch Haniger, because he's probably the best player on the team, and who else know? Who? How many other people know other players on this team? Only other one I could think of is Daniel Vogelback, just because he's short, doubted, and just a fun guy. He's short and chubby, and everyone loves him. And I guess Kyle Seager. This one, I'm gonna have to go with Joey Gallo. Even though Corey Kluber, after watching my Padres series, I love him. But third one, I guess would be Rougned Odor. I mean, I know he punched Bautista, but I mean, he's like a little asshole, so I feel like I could relate a little bit. The Astros. You have to go with Justin Verlander. I mean, you just have to. There's like no explaining. You just have to go with Justin Verlander. He's a great guy. He was actually one of the only guys that spoke out when Ozuna was traded there. They asked him to win the World Series, but I gotta go with Bregman as my second pick. I mean, I know he's an asshole now. He not apologized for what he did, but the LSU thing's enough for me anyway. This guy should play shortstop in college, and Altuve because I'm the little teapot that may have a buzzer is, I don't know. This one, the Braves obviously got to go with Acuna as your favorite because this guy is a superstar. He is a star. Like, Freeman and Albies are the runners-up, but Acuna is the only superstar. Freeman and Albies are stars. Acuna is a superstar. This guy can do almost everything. He's gonna get better as his career goes on with strikeouts, but he's gonna get even better and better and better and better with that. Freeman, best first baseman in the MLB? Question mark. Albies, I'm a second baseman. He's a second baseman. I like his game a lot. He does not really have that much power. I know he hits home runs, but still. And the Marlins, Brian Anderson. I meant Brett Anderson. He's the only one. Runners up were VR and Aguilar, but I'm going with Anderson because he was actually there last year and they're a young team. And the Nationals, I'm going with Juan Soto. I think it's incredible what he does with when pitchers throw him ball. When pitchers throw him a ball, I think it's really funny and incredible what he does. Having that much swag, and it's not disrespectful. It's really not. It's just basically saying I'm in your head. And Steven Strasburg and Max Scherzer are the runners up. And my Mets pick's gonna surprise you. It's gonna be Marcus Stroman. Short guy. I think I'm as tall as Stroman. Yeah, I am as tall as Stroman. So kind of like giving me like hope of like what I want to be. And Pete Alonso because he's awesome. And Jacob deGrom. This guy had a ERA under 2, and there was a debate whether he would win the Cy Young. Absolutely crazy. The Phillies. I'm gonna have to go with JT Realmuto because same reason as Alex Perez. He's one of the only catchers that could do everything. Well, not like Perez, but he could actually do everything, and he's a beast while doing it. Second one's runners up are Aaron Nola and Jake Arrieta. Arrieta because former Cub, obviously, and Nola because I actually saw him pitch live, and the Cubs actually won that day. So yeah. Also, Nola's from LSU too. Cubs. Ooh. Obviously, it's going to be Javier Baez. Maybe not so obvious to some, but it has to be Baez, though. He's one of the most exciting players in the game. Maybe outside of Brett Anderson, a player to be on this list later. Runners up are Chris Bryant. He just pretty much does his work. And he puts in work. And Rizzo, great defensively. Strikes out a lot in the playoffs, but not. But great defender. Trevor Bauer. I know this guy is very controversial for the Reds. This guy's obviously, he's a great pitcher. He does have some controversial opinions though, but I appreciate guys that are willing to speak out. Also, thanks for the World Series, Bauer. You're the reason why we got back into it. Kidding. Runners up are Nick Castellanos and Joey Votto. Just because how do you not like Joey Votto? Oh, very mature, man. Brewers obviously got to be Christian Yelich. I mean, who doesn't like Christian Yelich? Josh Hader, I guess. I mean, I know he's very controversial, and I'd have to go with Lorenzo Cain. Pirates, I'm going to go with Josh Bell. Great hitter. All he does is mash. Should have probably come up earlier, but yeah, what are you going to do? Chris Archer. I liked Chris Archer for a time, but then he just turned into a dick, and not anymore. And I guess the rookie, I can't remember his name, but the rookie that was making headways. The Cardinals. Oh my god, the Cardinals. Paul Goldschmidt. I mean, I guess he's my pick. Colton, because he's one of the best first basemen. Had a down year last year, but quietly 260, 30 home runs is a bad year for him. That is crazy. Colton Wong, good second baseman. Doesn't really get talked about that much, and I'm gonna go with Paul DeJong as my third runner-up. good person, I'm gonna go with Bumgarner. His his arguments with his beefs with people are crazy. I'm just saying his beefs are crazy with people. Him yelling at Max Muncy to run. uh, I'm gonna and the next two, Archie Bradley, just because he's a great player. He's just a likable person, and I mean, just look at that beard. And Eduardo Escobar, kind of quiet but good player. And obviously, with the Rockies, you gotta go with. I mean, how do you not go with Nolan Arenado? First or second best defensive third baseman in the MLB, hands down. The plays that this guy can make are crazy. Trevor Story and Charlie Blackmon is the runners up. Trevor Story still underrated. So we only have 3 more teams to go. My favorite player is on the Dodgers is Mookie Betts. This guy can just do everything. Everything with a bat that you need him to do, he can do. Everything in the field you need him to do, he can do. The one knock is his arm strength. Runners up would be Cody Bellinger. Similar to Mookie Betts. He can do almost anything. And Walker Buehler. This guy's crazy. He's young. He's energetic. You hate to play against him, but you love him when he's on your team. And with the Padres, obviously, you got to go with Fernando Tatis Jr. I mean, it's kind of like this guy is probably the most exciting player. And he's maybe better than Baez. Maybe. I won't get into that debate. That's for another day. Tommy Pham is my runner-up. He's one of the runners-up. Quiet. And Chris Paddock, who also looks like he's going to be a stud. The Giants. No one's really on the Giants. I guess Buster Posey. Cueto was crazy. And Hunter Pence. If you saw Hunter Pence's live stream, you know. He's a funny guy. Anyway, that'll do it for me. Those are my top 3 favorite players on every single baseball team. Hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good one. And I'm out. Peace.